What is the best direction for a house to face for sunlight? Hello friends, today we will talk about the best direction for a house to face for sunlight. When searching for a new house to live in, one of the most important things to consider is which direction it is facing. The direction of your home will determine many things like the amount of sunlight it receives as well as other weather considerations. For the most amount of sunlight all day, your home should be facing south. This means that the front door is facing towards the south and the sun rises and sets over it. This will give you a consistent amount of sunlight throughout the entire day. In this video, we will cover the benefits of each direction that your house could be facing. Depending on your lifestyle or hobbies, you may not want sunlight all throughout the day. This can help you determine which direction your home should face. How can I tell directions in my house without a compass? With the advent of GPS and other directional apps, many people don't know how to find their bearings. Knowing how to orient yourself is not only helpful when choosing a home, it is also a good skill to have. You never know when you might need directions. A simple way to find your bearings without a compass is to use the sun. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west no matter where you are in the world. If you know approximately what time it is, look at what direction the sun is facing and get your bearings from there. If you are trying to tell directions without a compass at night, you can use the stars. A good rule of thumb is to always look for the Big Dipper. The North Star is located on the handle of the Big Dipper. Finding this constellation is easy, as it is one of the most prominent in the sky. Benefits of a north-facing house. If your home is facing to the north, it will receive light throughout most of the day. A north-facing house generally has consistent, soft light due to not being in the direct line of the sun's rays. This is a great direction for gardeners who want softer light for their plants. North-facing houses also receive good sunlight in the winter. During the winter months, the sun is lower in the sky. If your home is facing north, it will still receive consistent sunlight even with the sun hanging lower. One of the issues with the north-facing house, however, is that winds tend to blow northeasterly. These strong northeastern winds can rattle and shake your north-facing home or let in moisture. If you live in an area that typically has high winds, the north may not be the best direction. Benefits of a south-facing house. A south-facing house will also receive this consistent sunlight, but more directly. A south-facing home will get the most sun in the front, communal areas of the house. This means that they will warm more efficiently in the winter and generally have better light. For the most part, south-facing homes are much cooler in the summer. This is because they don't receive direct light until later in the day. The early morning sun will not heat up your house as it will with some of the other directions. If your home has a backyard, facing towards the south gives you the best all-around light. During the winter, the back of your home will be warmed by the sun. The backyards of homes facing other directions will be shaded from the sun by the house itself. Benefits of an east-facing house. Houses facing east are unique in that they will receive sunlight mostly in the morning. Since the sun rises in the east, you will get direct sunlight between dawn and noon. If your bedrooms are in the back of the house, this is ideal since you will not be disturbed by the early morning sun. The back of east-facing houses will not receive sunlight until the sun starts to set. This could be ideal in hot climates if you would like to enjoy a back deck or backyard in the morning. On hot days, you will be shaded from the early morning sun by the house. The downside of an east-facing house is that in the summer months you will be subjected to more direct sunlight. In this case, it is a good idea to invest in window coverings to help keep that direct sunlight out. They will also help insulate the house and keep cool air in. Benefits of a west-facing house. A house that faces west will get the most sunlight towards the dwindling hours of the day. If you enjoy a good sunset from your living room, a west-facing house might be ideal. West-facing houses are also perfect for people who like growing indoor plants. If your bedrooms are in the back of a house that faces west, you will want to invest in some blackout curtains. If the front of your house faces west, that means the back faces east. This means that the bedroom windows will be exposed directly to the early morning sun. One of the downsides of a west-facing house is that it will not receive as much sunlight in the winter. The sun tends to lay low in the winter time, meaning there will not be much opportunity for your home to be exposed to it directly. How do I increase sunlight in my house? Not everyone gets to choose the best direction for a house to be facing. Unless you are building your own home, you will have to deal with whatever direction a house is already facing towards. Luckily, there are many techniques to increase sunlight. One of the best ways to increase sunlight is to add more mirrors to your interior. Mirrors tend to increase any natural light that comes into the house. They can also give the illusion of the house being bigger, which in turn, makes it feel brighter. You can also do things to physically let more light in. Adding skylights or lighter window treatments can work wonders to brighten up a dark house. Even just a little bit more light coming in can make a huge difference. How do I decrease sunlight in my house? If your home receives too much light, there are many options open to you. Blackout curtains are a common window treatment for homes that receive too much light. They can divert and absorb heat, making the house easier to be in. If you do not want to completely darken the inside of your house, you can also shade the outside. By planting trees or other brushes in your yard, you can not only utilize the direct sunlight you get but also shade the inside of the house. This has the added benefit of being eco-friendly. You can also buy adjustable awnings that can shade the windows of your home. These awnings will allow the fresh, natural light to illuminate the house without heating it up. These are a great option since you can adjust them depending on the season or your needs. Where should a kitchen be located in a house? There is no hard and fast rule set for where a kitchen should be located in a house. If your home is facing east, you may want the kitchen in the back to utilize the evening sun. In general, your kitchen should be accessible to the rest of the house and well lit. What direction should the bedrooms face? Ideally, the bedrooms in a house should face west. This will keep the early morning sun from making its way directly into the bedroom. No one likes their sleep interrupted by an errant sunbeam hitting their eye. Which side is best for a house entrance? The entrance to your house can be facing any direction you like. However, the entrance is usually at the front, so you will have to consider where the front is facing. If you don't want to open the door to a blazing sun in the morning, make sure your entrance is facing west. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. For getting more useful and interesting information, subscribe to the engineer Ajay Lod's channel, How to Make Home.